Atomic Monsoon.
Welcome to the Monsoon. Hey everybody, welcome to Atomic Monsoon this week. This is Josh.
This is Stephanie.
And I am totally unprepared.
Hey, that works, even on the fly. I like it. All right, guys. Well, it's getting closer and closer to Halloween, so we're almost to that point. Yeah, it's spooky times, guys. Spooky. I've got a little bit of an update from last week. We recorded, and we were talking about Iron Fist and Luke Cage a little bit.
Yeah.
That show. Well, the next morning, next morning.
I think it was actually later that night.
Yeah, it was literally like an hour later.
I woke up the next morning. It was the first thing on my news notifications and everything like that on my phone. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
But so they canceled Luke Cage as well on Netflix.
Yeah.
So we're not getting Iron Fist and
no Iron Fist, no Luke Cage.
Power Man team up. Nothing.
Well,
unless
not on Netflix.
Yeah, at least on Netflix anyway. From what I was reading, I guess it's just like the negotiations fell apart, and from what I was. Little insider baseball stuff that people were posting, it seems something about like money basically kind of thing. I'm thinking maybe Netflix just didn't want to pony up the money for the rights again.
Well, and Disney's contract with Netflix ends at the end of 2019 anyways, I believe.
So I'm pretty sure it's one of those like, hey, if you want to keep doing this, you're going to have to pay us extra money.
Right,
and
right.
Netflix is like, we can make like 3 shows for what we're paying for these Marvel ones. So
yeah, with the way that Netflix is cranking shows out these days.
Yeah, so it's probably just one of those things like...
I'm sure... and I could be wrong, but I would almost be willing to put money down. And I don't put money down on anything. That we're going to get either one of those shows or a Power Man and Iron Fist team up show on Disney Play.
Yeah,
when that
because the thing that I noticed is that they haven't said anything about those actors are no longer playing the characters.
They just said the show's been
canceled. They specifically just said the
canceled.
show on Netflix has been canceled.
Right.
For Netflix on Netflix. So it's the wording on it is very ambiguous as far as where the characters, so we'll see.
To be determined.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Disney doing their streaming service. I imagine if they get enough people that start it right away, they'll be able to greenlight more stuff and do things like that. So I know DC on their streaming side, like they're announcing stuff left and right for their streaming service.
Right,
so.
yeah, they must have gotten a lot of signups to begin with.
Yeah, I guess it's been a really positive response. So it's
good.
It'll be interesting to see how the Disney side of things go. But they've also got Hulu, which Disney's about to own because of the Fox merger.
Right.
So there's a good chance also those might become Hulu originals.
Could be.
Because that's going to be more of the
Yeah.
adult side of the Marvel stuff.
Right, because
Disney and everything. So there's a possibility maybe we'll get those as Hulu originals now versus Netflix originals.
Yeah.
So,
we'll see.
Who knows? We'll see. Time will tell. We'll find out what's going on there.
Yep.
But there was also some other interesting news that I was really excited to see that has to do with cartoons as well.
Okay.
Or in comic books, I said, not cartoons. Excuse me. It's been a long week already. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, October's almost over. The year's almost over. Oh my God, it's almost over.
Yeah, right. But we're getting a Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go cartoon.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well,
I'm intrigued.
So a brief trailer dropped, and there's not much to it, but apparently the trailer is actually from the Teen Titans Go to the Movies Blu-ray that comes out Tuesday.
Okay.
So if you want to see more, you can. Warner Brothers has said this is happening, quote, sometime in 2019, unquote. There's not an actual date other than just next year. But yeah, it's going to be the 2003 Teen Titans meet the Teen Titans Go Teen Titans.
So that means the voice actor who plays Robin in Teen Titans and the voice actor who plays Robin, which is the same guy in Teen Titans Go, are just going to be arguing with each other.
Yeah. Scott Menville, Carrie Payton, Hynden Walsh, Greg Sipes, and Tara Strong will all just be yelling at themselves.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. But it's supposed to have to be, from the Teen Titans Go movie, the actual teaser at the end and everything. This is the continuation of that. It's nice to see that DC's animation wing is actually responding to fans who have been like, we want the other Teen Titans back for years, which Teen Titans Go has been very successful, so I get why they didn't go back to it.
I really like Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go happened, by the way, because Teen Titans is the most requested return show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, we ended that show. Like, that show was only supposed to go 4 seasons anyways. We gave it a bonus 5th season.
Yeah.
And they were like, they did everything. There's not anything more to do in that show. So they were like, let's bring it back kind of and revamp it, and that's where Teen Titans Go comes from.
And they wanted to target towards a slightly younger audience and stuff because it was the demographics. You guys have watched this for 5 years, but you're also older teenagers now.
Right.
Our demographic is not older teenagers.
That's the thing, is that the kids that grew up watching Teen Titans Go between 2003 and 2006, by the time Teen Titans Go came out, 10 years later, it was y'all grew up.
Yeah.
You want this show from when you were 5, but we made a show for 5-year-olds. What do you want?
It was literally that show in 2003 was meant for the teenagers then, and now this show is meant for the younger audience to introduce them to that one.
Yeah.
They were both meant for kids. Neither show was meant for teenagers.
The original Teen Titans was not. That's the demographic it went into.
Yeah,
but it was not intended for that. Especially if you watch the first few episodes of that first season.
Yeah,
it definitely didn't have the as much of the mature themes as it did later on.
Yeah,
especially once they introduced more characters like Terra and things like that.
I'm noticing a lot of the big cultural animated series like Teen Titans, Avatar, Clone Wars, a lot of shows like that. They all started kind of campy, in their first couple seasons, and then suddenly the dark stuff hit them, and they're just this is not a kid show.
Yeah, well, it happens a lot with, I shouldn't say a lot, but it happens quite often with shows like that. Look at Beast Wars. It started out super campy, and then
even
went to
G1 Transformers, right? It starts hey, here's a bunch of weird transforming robots on Earth, and in the movie, Optimus Prime is murdered on screen.
So they start to see that they're, and it helps
spoiler
because it's for
movie.
kids, but the adults are watching it with their kids.
Yeah.
And then you get a lot of the time where you get that crossover audience where it's teenagers and stuff with the Teen Titans.
Right.
And, towards they've got to actually go with a slightly different. They can't just be campy every day because people aren't going to watch it. But if they have a built-in audience that they see watching it, they can cater it to.
Right.
So
it's
smart. But Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Goes, I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what's going on. I enjoyed both those series. They're both
me too.
funny. The Teen Titans Go. There's a couple episodes of that are just absolutely outstanding. There's some amazing episodes of the regular Teen Titans.
I think it's the second or third episode, the legendary sandwich one, where Raven sends them all on a mission to go get pieces of a sandwich, right? Because all the Teen Titans Go episodes are 11 minutes, right? So it's 11 minutes of all of. She just wants to watch whatever the My Little Pony analog is.
Their version of My Little Pony,
right? Which is especially funny since Tara Strong is the voice of Twilight Sparkle on Friendship is Magic.
Yep.
But yeah, she just wants to sit at home and watch the My Little Pony marathon, and she's like, go get these ingredients for a sandwich, right? And Starfire has to go to Jupiter, and Beast Boy goes under the ground, has to dig underground for the bread, and Robin just has to go to the store.
Because it's each of them are kind of going with their own abilities. Starfire can fly in space, Beast Boy can crawl underground, Cyborg can go to this other location, Robin's so he has to go to the grocery store.
Needs to go to the deli.
Yeah. He's got a rich benefactor. Just go buy something.
Yeah.
Then they have the musical episodes, which are absolutely fantastic. And just it's a good show all around.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah. And the movie was good. I finally got to watch it. I enjoyed it. It was funny. A lot of tongue-in-cheek jokes through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. So I look forward to seeing what they do with that crossover and seeing how they do it, and whether or not we're going to get an extended version of the older crew.
Challengers of the unknown. Yeah. They're unknown. It's in their name.
But
hey, speaking of animated stuff, I'm going to butt in real quick. Castlevania 2, Castlevania Season 2 is on Netflix this weekend.
Yeah.
Nice.
So by the time you're listening to this, it's already up.
It's available.
So you should, Castlevania, the first episode was first season was only 4 episodes, and I think the second one they said was going to be 8. So we have 8? Okay. Yeah, so we have a full season now.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to that. The first episodes were fantastic.
Yeah.
So this one should, if they're even half as good as the last 4, then it'll be fantastic. So it'll be fun to do. Also, Netflix on with the whole streaming services. I finally got to watch, and speaking of October as well, The Haunting of Hill House. That series on there. And trying not to get any spoilers or anything like that for the people who haven't seen it yet, but definitely go watch it. Mm-hmm. It's not like a jump scare horror kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's more of a psychological, there are, ghosts and things like that in it, but it's not the, jumping out at you constantly kind of jump scares that you're expecting. It's more subtle psychological ones. There are a few of those jump scares in there, but it's a really, really well done show. The cast is amazing in it. The story, actually one of those stories where you go, oh, wait, I didn't see that coming. Mm-hmm. Just the actual little things throughout the whole thing that you're just like, oh, wow. So it was really well crafted. It was not your typical, oh, okay, yep, this is going to happen next. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it is.
A lot of horror stuff, especially horror TV shows. Like
Right.
they tend to get pretty predictable. But
Yeah.
this we're very well done. I'm hoping they'll do another season of it. Just it'll be interesting to see if they do something else with the house or a different house or how they're going to do it. But it really well done. If you like ghosts and spooky stuff at all, it's definitely worth watching. And if you don't, it might still be worth watching because it's not really that kind of horror thing. It's it's more of just a psychological with a little bit of ghosts thrown in.
Okay.
So
All right.
really well done, but definitely worth going to see. Or sitting down and watching, I should
Right.
say.
Yeah.
You could go to someone's house to see it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
if you
always
don't have a
party.
Netflix account. Yeah.
Yeah, why not, man? I mean,
That could be a fun Halloween weekend event.
I mean, you can get on Amazon and find a projector for like $50. Put that out in your backyard. And
see, there you go.
Pull the couch out there, and hey, you guys can watch some Netflix out on the
And
lawn.
you can go see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Make it like a little drive-through experience.
Very nice. Very nice.
But, yeah.
What else we got?
I got a little bit of video game news. If you guys got any of that there going.
What are video games?
Right.
Yeah.
Some video.
Vidya.
Unless you've been under a rock recently, then you've probably seen commercials or advertisements on your social media or something for a game coming out that, as of this recording, is not out yet, but will be by the time everyone else is hearing it. A little game called Red Dead Redemption 2. You may have heard of it somewhere around.
I feel like I have very strong opinions about this game.
Yeah.
I've been seeing people taking the meme of the cowboy like singing like like in the sky, and they've been taking that. That says my reaction when Red Dead 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Or
pretty
me
much.
waiting for Red Dead 2, and I'm like,
Early reviews are out because it comes out in a matter of hours as we're recording this, and it's supposed to be really good so far. A lot of people are saying good things about it. I know Andy has opinions on it.
100 gigabytes is far too big of an
Ridiculous.
install
It comes
size.
on 2 discs, 2 Blu-rays.
That's okay. I'm not going to get into this again. Go listen to last week's episode if you want to hear why I think this entire thing is stupid.
With the 2 Blu-rays, there's a reason for that. One is an installation disc, the other is a playing disc. So one's got all the stuff to install everything. The other one's just mostly like a DRM lockout kind of thing.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
anyway.
it's coming out. A lot of people excited for it. There's all kinds of release stuff going on. A lot of people are getting really crazy for it. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, see how well it does. I'm sure it's going to do absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
But Red Dead Redemption 2, go out and check it out. I'm going to red box it because I'm not paying $60 for it. So
Fair enough.
So I'll be playing it that way.
Sure. Sure. I'm just going to keep playing Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Actually, I was noticing that Xbox has a ton of really good stuff on sale right now. The HD remake of the... Oh, gosh.
I'm going to Taco Bell and I'm trying to win one with their double chalupa. By the way, those double chalupas are ridiculous.
Are they? I haven't tried them yet.
You should just get 2 chalupas. You'll have it'll be much cleaner.
But they got a lot of games on sale right now for like 70% off. They got like LA Noire. They've got some like a game that I never got to play when I was younger because it wasn't released over here. Romancing Saga 2, the old Square RPG. So they got a lot of stuff like that on sale right now. So I'll probably be doing that instead of Red Dead personally. But
there you go.
Some other video game news: Fallout 76, Xbox's early preview beta was this week, and some people are upset about that because it was only for a few hours, and it was supposed to be like an extra week for Xbox if you pre-ordered it, but it's only get a few hours compared to everybody else.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So a little bit of people upset about that, but there's already some hilarious videos going around of different glitches and stuff because, it's a Bethesda game. So there's plenty of stuff going wrong, but it looks like it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to playing it once they put out private servers because I don't really feel like dealing with tons of random people when I'm trying to play around some Fallout, but it looks like it's going to be a good game. The perk system, everything's a little bit different, and it's a change from your regular Fallout, so it should be a lot of fun.
Cool.
We got some early looks at the Overwatch Legos.
Huh, I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, they're putting out some, what are they? The Kinects? Is that the Lego?
The Technic?
Maybe that's what it was, but it's more like that with the figures that they put out, like that type of it.
Yeah.
But it's Overwatch. Like they have a D.Va one, they got a Reinhardt, they got a few of the other characters that just out of Legos. They look really neat. If you collect Legos and like Overwatch, those are definitely something you're going to pick up.
I mean, that's also the case if you like Fortnite. You can buy Fortnite Monopoly, apparently.
Yeah, that is the thing as well.
Hey, speaking of Fortnite.
Yeah, by the way.
McFarlane Toys is making Fortnite figures, which are available for pre-order right now on ThinkGeek. So there's the Black Knight Raptor, the Cuddle Team Leader, who looks like a demented Care Bear with
Yeah.
Pony.
Okay.
The Skull Trooper, and then the Rainbow Smash pickaxe replica.
Yeah.
The figures are all $24.99. The Rainbow Smash replica is $50. But you can go pre-order them right now, and they should be out before Christmas.
Yeah, and they're
nice.
McFarlane, so they're super, super detailed.
They're gonna be super detailed.
They look more detailed than the character models do in the game.
Yeah, it's true. What's great is that they're McFarlane toys, so they're going to look great, but as soon as you play with them, they're going to break. So,
Don't play with them.
It's McFarlane toys. They're made to be
glorified
left in a
statues.
package and worshipped from afar.
Yeah, yeah. They do look super cool though.
Yeah, no, they look amazing.
Yeah, and as someone with very little knowledge of Fortnite, I was like, oh, that Raptor figure is actually a pretty solid, generic, like,
yeah, it's
smuggler
real.
figure,
The cuddle one that looks like a teddy bear is pretty ridiculous. It's really, really well done.
Yeah.
And the other thing that they were showing today is they put out the first images of the Fortnite Nerf gun. It's coming out.
Oh,
it looks like the
nice.
Scar from Fortnite.
Okay.
It's got the exact same model. The body from the video game.
Okay.
And it's got, I don't know if it was the shading or what it was, but the actual image of it almost made it look like it was the same kind of like just cell animation almost like for it. So I don't know if that was just the painting they had on that prototype or what it was, but looked neat. I mean, it's a Nerf gun, big purple and yellow, and got the Nerf stuff all over it.
Yeah.
There you go.
But it looks like it'll be a fun Nerf gun to own. So those are coming out as well. We've got. I'm sure Fortnite's going to have a ton of other announcements as well. They had some problems with their Halloween update, but then that got fixed. They're going crazy with that. I know a new season's going to be coming out here probably in a couple more months. Like, Fortnite is a juggernaut that is just not stopping. But hey, if you got any interest in it, get online. You can pre-order those figures and pre-order that Nerf gun as well, which is coming out after the first of the year. The Nerf gun is.
Okay.
So. You got some time on that still.
So no Nerf guns for Christmas.
No, unfortunately, you would have thought.
But
they
Valentine's Day, maybe.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
Always
definitely.
always give your Valentine a Nerf gun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you can get some of that aggression out. It works out perfect.
Just make sure you have the darts.
Yeah,
There's
right.
this is just totally off topic. Well, sort of on. There's a car in my neighborhood that has a windshield decal that says Nerf this. And I'm so tempted to go take all of my Nerf guns with the suction cups and just shoot the windshield and just like sit like around the corner, right, and wait for whoever owns that car to come around and just see what happened, right?
Well, you know what the Nerf this is from, right?
No.
Yeah, it's actually, if we were talking about earlier, Overwatch.
Okay.
Diva, one of the characters, she's the one in the mech. That's like her catchphrase is Nerf this, and she shoots out her ultimate. And,
so that's even better.
Yeah.
It's like, you told me to Nerf this. What,
Yeah.
What do you expect?
No, it would be kind of funny. Every once in a while, I see those things on like eBay or Amazon where you can get like 200 Nerf darts for like $20 or something like that.
Yeah, no,
like,
and I kind of, part of me just wants to do it just to do it and just leave and never like see what happens or whatever, right? And then just go buy the replacement darts at Target or whatever.
Yeah.
And part of me wants to sit around the corner and just wait for that person to come around and get in their car and be like, what? And just like happen to videotape the whole thing just to get their reaction.
Somebody you don't know just cover their car and Nerf darts and then put up a GoPro and just wait to see what happens.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't know the person, I'm kind of like,
that can go viral.
If it was a friend of mine, I would absolutely do it. Right.
Oh,
I mean, I would have done it by now.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
So. All right.
It almost might be funnier because it is a stranger.
It
Not that we're condoning doing anything like this to strangers whatsoever.
I don't want to prank strangers. I don't want to get anyone mad at me. I live in a nice neighborhood. I don't want to piss anybody else off. You know, that's
fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, that's about all the information I've got for this week, and I actually ended up having to leave a little bit early, so I'm going to hand this over to you guys because I'm going to have to take off here in a little bit.
Okay. No, Josh, bye.
Well, first I want to, again, thank our friends at Def Jam Records for our intro music.
Yes,
I keep
definitely.
forgetting to do that right up front, although I put it on my notes this time.
There you
go. Venom is the gift that keeps on giving, it turns out. In Japan, there's a couple restaurants that are going to be introducing the Venom Long Black Burger.
That sounds like a card in Cards Against Humanity.
It really does. It really does. It's a black bun, and it's got it's a burger or whatever. But I saw some photos of it, and they've got like little pieces of cheese on the top for the eyes, and there is a big long strip of bacon coming out like a tongue.
That's fantastic. They do some great gimmick burgers over in Japan.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was last time they had a black bun for. It was last year they did something where it was the squidding buns and all that
like
stuff.
Burger King did one as a Halloween thing at one point.
A couple different places have done different promotional things, tie-ins.
I want to see some of these black buns start coming to America.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I think that some of the fast food places could have a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah, I mean people eat gimmicky stuff all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean we're willing to eat a Dorito taco. I'm sure we'll eat a black bun burger.
Right. Hey, speaking of gimmicky food, Starbucks just announced the Witch's Brew Frappuccino. So it is a purple drink with swirling green seeds in it, topped with whipped cream and then green sugar. So apparently it's orange cream flavor, like a creamsicle.
Oh, okay. But with like purple dye or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's, I don't know what the seeds are, but they're green.
Yeah.
They're probably like some healthy type seeds thing.
Like, I'm sure. And then Starbucks isn't going to be giving out something that's going to kill you. Anyways, it's only available quickly. Yeah, it's only going to be available up through Halloween, and this follows on the Frappula and the Zombie Frappuccino they did the last couple of years. I'm not a big coffee guy, so I might pass on this one, but the photography on those social media looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Did they do a unicorn one a few months ago or something?
They sure did.
Okay.
They've also done a Pokemon Go one, too.
Yeah. And the Witch's Brew Frappuccino will only be available in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and parts of the Caribbean for a limited time. So
it means you have a week to go buy it. Go.
Yeah, basically you have until Wednesday to stop in at Starbucks. Just order the Witch's Brew on your way into work because you're stopping at Starbucks anyways.
And it's Halloween.
There you
go.
So you might as well get the seasonal one.
Something just popped in my head because you mentioned Pokemon Go. Did you guys see this ridiculous this week? Like, I think officially Pokemon Go is going to die now because of this. But the Catholic Church introduced a cell phone game that it's literally Pokemon Go, but you're trying to catch the saints. It's got gyms, it's got everything. It's exactly like Pokemon Go, but instead of Pokemons, it's saints.
Is it
Saint Valentine and stuff like that.
Is it from Niantic?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I kind of want to try this now.
It's like you're not battling. You have to answer trivia questions to get this. It was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. It made me laugh. It's like, okay, so they've beaten that horse to death now. There's Catholic church games about it.
Yeah.
Just like old Nintendo properties. They redid them to make it a church game.
Bible Adventures is a lot of fun if you like the playstyle of Super Mario Brothers 2.
Those Noah games, man.
I'm not gonna be doing any bashing on any religions here or anything like that.
Sure.
But I will say
it's the games.
Yeah, I know.
There was a lot of unlicensed bad games for the NES and Super Nintendo that were religious themed, and it didn't have anything to do with the religious that they were. It was just they were themed to that, and they were really poorly made games. Like the Doom clone that was I'm pretty sure it was Noah's Ark, wasn't it?
Ark.
Well, yeah, they're really badly made.
Game that was unlicensed so badly, you had to put a legit Super Nintendo card in the top of it to get it to play.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. No, but what I was going to say though is that Pokemon Go is practically global. It is a global thing.
Yeah.
And the only people who might actually go and play this one, like full on play it, not like just like, I'm going to test it out just for, just to see, how bad or good it is. But for those that will actually play it are those that actually think the Pokemons are spawns of the devil.
Well, Pokemon is short for pocket monster.
True.
So you are putting monsters in your pocket. Not to be confused with the old license monsters in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
You know what?
So
I'm just gonna keep sitting over here trying to catch my squirrel. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna catch my squirrel over here then. So,
There you go.
There we go.
I'm not actually playing.
Millions of unusual creatures lurking everywhere. Millions of unusual small creatures lurking everywhere was what muscle stood for.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To know that.
Yeah.
There you go.
I had the trash cans full of the things I didn't know.
Right.
I liked them. They were cool looking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what else?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that they cloned that game, and it just gave me flashbacks from
we'll see.
those weirdly oddly shaped Tengen games and stuff. It made me think of all that when I was a kid. So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So
hey, speaking of weird games,
okay.
I've been playing the Transformers trading card game because of course I have. It's pretty fun.
Is it?
Yeah. It's only been out for a couple weeks. I went to an event last Sunday.
Is this like a Magic the Gathering style game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's by Wizards of the Coast.
Okay. All right. So it's probably got good mechanics then.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's pretty simple to learn.
Mechanics.
Yeah. And they have announced that the Metroplex starter deck is coming out November 16th. So since that's coming up pretty quick, I thought I'd mention it.
It's definitely Wizards of the Coast because they're putting out expansion packs for your packs.
Yeah. Here's a new starter deck. literally a month and a half after the game comes out.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because the way the game works is you start with your Transformers on your field, and then you have your battle cards. The Transformers cards are all double size, so they're like the commander cards in Magic, and then the battle cards are regular 2.5 by 3.5 trading cards. Metroplex is double the size of the double size cards.
So you get a Metroplex mat.
Right.
Basically.
So, well, because Metroplex is a transforming city.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm guessing there's going to be a Unicron variant of something at some point.
I would love to have a giant Unicron card at some point. Yeah.
Even if I never Metroplex, they got to do Unicron.
Right. Well, Trypticon would be the first analog, right? Because he's the Decepticon city former.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But Unicron was the planet.
I can't remember all of them. There's too many.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Anyways,
it's like Pokemon. There's so many. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, Metroplex set's coming soon. It's going to be like $25. And you get, a deck to play with.
Yeah, so pretty much standard like the Magic stuff. You pay $25, you get a couple probably booster packs, and then you get the Metroplex thing.
No booster packs yet, but you get Metroplex, Scamper, Six Gun, and Jumper. I don't remember the fourth one's name. It's the little robots that came with the Metroplex toy. And Metroplex has, the way it works is each Transformer has a certain amount of health. Most of them are like 8 health, 9 health, maybe 12. Metroplex has 36.
So that's a game changer if you buy that. It kind of sounds like pay to win almost.
He looks like he's going to be very tough to beat. The game, from what I've noticed, is actually relatively balanced. Like people with higher health have lower attack or less defense, or so it all kind of works out. Or you can only have up to so many, so each Transformer has a star cost, and you can only have 25 stars total on your team or whatever. So Metroplex, I'm sure, is going to be
20 stars or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the guys he comes with are all going to be 1 star or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to see where that goes, how that interacts with the rest of the game.
Interesting. Magic the Gathering is always fun, so if they can incorporate the Transformers version of it, then I'm sure it'll do great.
Yeah. I got 2 more quick notes, real quick. One is Roman Reigns, WWE Universal Champion, had to forfeit the title on Monday night. Turns out he's had leukemia for the last 11 years. And it was in remission for a long time, but it has come back. So
it's unfortunate to hear.
Yeah, so he is going to be out of action for the foreseeable future.
Hopefully not too long. Hopefully he bounces back and gets to come back. We're hoping for the best for him.
Yes. I know you guys aren't huge wrestling fans, but Roman has been sort of one of those very controversial figures where we kind of can tell that the company is shoving him in our face like, hey, we want you guys to like this guy. We want him to be the new Hulk Hogan. And the audience isn't really responding. Well, half the audience isn't really responding to it. And they're very vocal about it. But I will say, in credit to everybody, when he put the title down in the ring on Monday night, the entire, I think it was the Providence Civic Center. I know they were in Providence. I don't remember the exact building. But the entire building cheered him. They all said, thank you, Roman. Everything that I have seen on social media has all been people wanting him to get better so that they can go back to booing him.
Yeah. This one's one of those things I've always noticed with wrestling over the years. Like, I'm not as into it as you, but I've watched it over the years. And whenever there's something going on with somebody, it doesn't matter if he's the heel or the good guy, or if he's not the rest of it. Wrestling fans, they still will support somebody when something's going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is we may not like Roman Reigns, but we appreciate that Joe Anoa'i, his real name, we appreciate that he's in the ring doing this for our entertainment, so that we can choose to boo him, or cheer him, or whoever, right? I really appreciate that the live audience was like, okay, this is a real life thing. We're not gonna boo him. Hey, thank you for letting us have the choice.
This isn't a bit. This isn't part of the show.
Right.
This is a legitimate.
That's really nice.
And I think that's something about the wrestling fans that most outside people don't realize or think is they're not there thinking that.
We all know it's fake.
Yeah,
we all know it's as fake as every other TV show you watch.
Yeah, it's live action entertainment.
Right.
I think a lot of people on the outside don't see it that way. They just it's just fake slapping. I don't get it. Whereas wrestling fans, they understand exactly what they're watching.
It's violent live theater.
And they support the people that are entertaining them. So it's good.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Speaking of terrible segues.
I mean, yes.
I just heard right before we walked in the booth to record that apparently is it Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon?
Yes.
The creators of Rick and Morty have been contacted by CBS to make a comedic style Star Trek show for CBS All Access.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
interesting. Interesting choice. Some people to do it. Like, they're good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm honestly surprised that they didn't contact the guy that does Archer and then originally did C-Lab, because he's actually cut.
oh yeah.
He's done that before, using the old style cartoons to make a comedic thing.
Yeah.
And, interesting.
That is interesting.
So it's interesting that they didn't contact him.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That
All
is
right,
interesting.
well,
I'm sure those guys will do a fantastic job. Because Rick and Morty is hilarious.
It's the biggest cartoon on
Community
the air right
was
now. Oh,
such a good show. So I'm sure it'll be hilarious either way.
yeah. So
That was just my only shot. I was like, really? They didn't contact the C-Lab guy? Like,
I mean,
I would have gone straight to him. Be like, hey, remember the thing you did with the other show?
do it with
Here's one.
Do it with the Star Trek cartoon.
Here's a Star Trek cartoon.
Yeah.
Even though there is actually a YouTube series that it takes the old Star Trek cartoons and voices that revoices them and puts them in ridiculous situations. And
okay.
It's a very, very funny. So that
there's
might
somebody
be
already doing it.
inspiration for
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah,
those guys know what they're doing. And my only question is this: I mean, we're just going to have to take even longer for us to get Rick and Morty.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. As long as they're not tapping the Venture Brother guys to do it, because I can't wait any longer for them to get stuff done. We just ended the Venture Brother season. They need to get working on it, because 3 years is way too long.
I would rather wait and have it be good than have them rush it out and have it be terrible.
Yeah, just 3 years is a long time.
Listen, I'm rewatching Community, and I'm at the beginning of season 4, and it's the season without Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
And immediately it's just like, oh boy, this is clearly not the same voice writing this show.
Yeah.
So,
I want to have some hits and some misses on that season.
Yeah,
for sure.
let them take their time. Let's let them make a good product.
Yeah.
And then, because 10 years from now, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to be like, oh yeah, all those seasons are great.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I got some stuff.
Speaking of TV.
So I just wanted to real quickly clarify with the whole Catholics Pokemon Go thing.
Nobody's mad.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure that I didn't offend anybody who's even listening. It was just it's funny that they're doing that, and I think it's
I
think it's great.
I don't think it's church sponsored or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is either.
It could be. I don't know. It was funny to me because it's Pokemon Go, but with Catholic saints. It's just a funny.
Yeah, totally. So that's I just wanted to clarify that real quick. So speaking of, you were talking about the wrestler who just stepped aside because of leukemia.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Yeah.
John Williams is in the hospital.
Yeah.
The composer?
Yes, is in the one behind all of the greatest scores ever.
Well, that's very sad.
He's apparently in the hospital. He's not feeling well, so we wish him the best and hope he gets better.
Yes.
And because of that, episode 9 has taken a step back in the sense of I don't think they're stopping production or filming or anything like that. I think they're still working on that.
Yeah, they'll probably just doing some more. They'll probably finish doing all the special effects and things like that while he's in the hospital, because they can do all that and not have the score. That doesn't matter to a guy designing a TIE fighter.
No, exactly. It's more. I think they're going to more finish what they can, and then hopefully they'll wait patiently for him to come back. And if it means
because a lot of the time when they're scoring those movies, they don't have most of the scene done. It'll just be like a person in front of a green screen and they're standing there doing it, and he's scoring what's going on, but he doesn't have any context for it other than the sheets. So
and at this point, if the movie's completely done, then he just has to score the whole film, and then they just finish it, post-production, and then it's gone.
Yeah, so hopefully he recovers.
I don't know if this is true for every movie, but I know the 1989 Batman movie, Danny Elfman scored that literally 2 weeks before it came out. So,
the scores aren't, because it's mostly audio. That's something that they can underscore or put it into it. So that isn't like a special effects kind of thing where special effects will delay something out.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas the score, as long as they've got musicians ready and
the music ready to go,
the music's already written, then that's not as big of a deal. They can literally do that in a day.
Right.
They have to.
Or however long
it wouldn't
it takes
be as good if they did it, because they won't be able to fine tune things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And change little things like that. But if they had to, they can get into the crunch time and get it done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
and his health obviously is going to be the number one priority for everybody involved.
Yeah, we wish him the best. We wish him the best.
Definitely.
So on a happier note, I'm going to just kind of jump around my list here a little bit and keep it kind of with the action-packed side of Disney.
Sure.
So this September, in California Adventure at Disneyland, they just closed A Bug's Life World. There's a Bugs Land. There's like a whole like area dedicated to Bugs Life that was very much for younger kids.
Okay.
And they've recently just closed that. And there's giant banners and walls around it that says Stark Industries.
Huh.
So they're building a Marvel Land to go right next to and around the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, because now they have everything over at Pixar Pier. It's like, well, let's just build Marvel right here since we already have the character meet and greets and all that stuff.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
So yeah, so it looks like it's going to be opening in 2020, and so far the things they've announced is at least a Spider-Man ride, a Doctor Strange experience, and an Ant-Man microbrewery.
Of course, it's a microbrewery. Right?
Makes perfect sense.
I like the phrase Doctor Strange experience because every time I go to the doctor, I have a strange experience.
Oh boy.
It's kind of funny. I didn't thought about this. You can go to California and go to Six Flags and Disney in the same day and go to a DC theme park and a Marvel theme park now.
Yeah.
That's a thought. So, also speaking, I'll keep it with the Disney parks here. There's also rumors of a Indiana Jones land coming to Walt Disney World.
Interesting.
And yeah, no, because I'm really excited about that because at Walt Disney World, the only thing Indiana Jones related they have is the stunt show at Hollywood Studios.
Well, they don't have the same ride they have in California? Oh,
no, that ride is strictly California.
I did not realize that. Yeah, I thought that was one of those, they went to both.
Nope. Nope, that is strictly California. So the hope is that maybe they'll bring that ride over. Maybe they'll make an incarnation of the old ride. Who knows what they'll do? But I was
also kind of surprised they didn't incorporate like the Jungle Tour thing into the Indiana Jones ride and stuff. Maybe.
Well, with the Jungle Cruise movie coming out at some point, I don't know if it'll be the same thing anymore.
Yeah, this is true. That ride was always the most fun in California if you had the tour guides that would ad-lib the stuff. Mm-hmm. You go on those rides, and like a lot of times you ride it, and it was just them doing the same thing all the time robotically. Then you have the other guys that would just be wanting to have fun and goof off and making up stories as you're going along, and like
one of my,
just BSing while the guys are on the pole with the rhino. Like it was always so much more fun when you had somebody that was ad-libbing that stuff.
Gotta give
the character actors their credits for that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, the cast members are fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my friends from ASU that I did theater with. She actually was a cast member at Disney, and she was one of the boat tour people for the Jungle Cruise. And we were able to get in and onto her boat, and we were able to go around with her. And there's a point where the guys are climbing up the pole, or someone's running away. I couldn't remember what it was, but she turns around and she's like, "Hey, why have you stopped calling me?" Like totally like ex-boyfriend thing, and it was fantastic.
That's great.
And she was totally into it. And she was even poking fun at me and my other friend, and at this time he was my boyfriend, not my fiance. But she was poking fun at the three of us because she knew who we were, and it was like poking fun at like, well, these guys, what a bunch of losers. Anyway, it was great, and it was so much fun. So this is a shout out to you, Kara.
This is one of those experiences at Disneyland that's fun because you have that interaction. Whereas you don't on most of the rides. It's just you in line, then you get online, and you get on the thing, and you go. Whereas that one was always very unique because you did have that actual tour guide talking to you and doing stuff.
Yep.
It was always fun. And the train that went around the park too, sometimes you can ride that instead of having the automated recordings, they'd have somebody out front talking about things and doing the ad-lib stuff. And those were always more enjoyable experiences for me as a kid.
One time I was on a plane and the captain did that sort of thing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I remember I was visiting family back home in Massachusetts, and we were flying back to Phoenix. He was like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to make our final descent, and as we do, if you look out the left side of the window, or the left side of the plane out the window, you can see a very important landmark here in Phoenix. It's my house."
Nice. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it on the Disney train.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the trains. Mickey is celebrating his 90th birthday this year.
Oh boy.
He's an old man. So is Minnie, but she's an old woman.
Minnie. Damn it.
I stopped you.
Damn it.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, Minnie's an old man.
But ABC is doing a big thing alongside their whole freeform 25 days, whatever thing with Christmas.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be on ABC, but they're doing a Mickey's 90th birthday spectacular thing where like artists are going to come, they're going to sing, they're going to perform for him, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be on ABC, and it is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. So it is Sunday, November 4th.
Okay.
So.
All right, guys, I've got to get going. I've got some other obligations to get to, but everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
All right. See you, Josh.
See you, Josh. Bye.
We're going to miss you.
Yes. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, but we're still here.
And he's gone.
All right. Okay. Man, that Josh guy.
Gosh.
Always with the video game news and the laughing and the things that people like to talk about.
Yep. Anyway, so here's the thing I like to talk about.
Hey, what's that?
So I don't know if you saw the picture, but there was a picture of Gwyneth Paltrow who plays Pepper Potts in Iron Man.
I mean, I know what she looks like. I haven't seen any pictures of her recently.
I mean, I don't know. But no, there was a picture of her in what looks like some type of bluish purple Iron Man type armor.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it has a thing with it that's referencing Avengers 4.
Huh.
So it's obvious. I'm going to take a wild guess that she survived.
Well, probably, yeah.
If we're seeing this, I'm going to take the wild guess that she did.
Let me ask you this. Was the word rescue anywhere near that photo?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. No, this is significant because 10-ish years ago, there was a story where Pepper had heart problems, and so she had an arc reactor put in her chest, like Tony's.
Yeah.
And so he built her a suit of armor. And rather than the obvious thing of calling it Iron Maiden, she decided, no, I'm not going to go out and be a hero like you. I'm just going to go rescue people. In fact, I'm going to call myself Rescue. So...
Okay, well,
yeah.
I think it was not, based off the way the word was there,
sure,
but I don't think it was used in that terminology. It was obviously, I think, more referring to the things that happened in the last film.
Or either way.
Whatever. Or she needs to be rescued, I don't know.
Right, Pepper Potts is going to rescue some people. That could be some clever writing, or it could be a coincidence. I don't know.
We'll find out, you know.
Either way, yeah, there is a Pepper Potts red and silver looking Iron Man lady outfit. So, yeah, that's interesting, because I would not have pegged that. And then she did get the Extremis stuff at the end of Iron Man 3, right?
Yeah.
So... they could be building off that.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Strokes invisible beard that I do not have.
I will stroke my beard.
Okay, there you go. So, let's see here. Well, since we're talking about Marvel movies, we know that next year, obviously, the Avengers 4 is coming out in early May, correct?
Yeah, first weekend of May.
So...
Because it's Free Comic Book Day weekend.
That's right. That's also the same day that friends of mine are getting married. Actually getting married on May 4th.
Oh.
And they're both Star Wars nerds, so it's perfect.
Of course they are.
So, anyway, no. So we know that obviously that's coming out. Well, originally Captain Marvel was supposed to come out in March.
Is it not?
No.
What happened?
Something else stepped in.
Okay.
To premiere in... something else stepped... I think something else is... so obviously Dark Phoenix and Battle Angel Alita is coming out in February.
Well, no. Because of the Deadpool thing, all the Fox stuff got pushed off.
Yeah.
But the Disney stuff, the Marvel movies by Disney were not affected as far as I was aware.
Well, according to this, Captain Marvel is premiering June 4th.
Well, that's after Infinity War.
Yes.
Well, that's weird.
Yes. I only know this because me and a group of my friends were planning to go see the premiere when it came out.
Uh-huh.
And now it's saying I'm still part of the event, and it says now the premiere is June 4th.
Was that Captain Marvel or was that Wonder Woman? Because I know Wonder Woman 84 got pushed back.
It might have been Wonder Woman 84, but I think it was Captain Marvel. Let me check real quick because Wonder Woman 84 was also pushed to 2020.
Right.
So let me really quick just kind of find this.
Because what happened was the Deadpool 2 re-release is coming out, and that made Fox push all of their movies back.
Yeah.
Because they were like, hey, let's not overlap stuff with Deadpool. Let's make more money off of that. Mm-hmm. So Dark Phoenix, even though it had a trailer that said, hey, it's coming out Valentine's Day, it got pushed back to June, partially because the response to that trailer was so positive that they're like, well, we could make this a summer movie. That'll be fine. Yeah. And Battle Angel Alita was not from them, but that was also coming out on Valentine's Day. But yeah,
Captain Marvel is still in March. Okay, that was not the Captain Marvel one that was rescheduled. Okay, I was really confused because I know the person who scheduled it is a really big Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman fan.
Aha.
So, and it was him that rescheduled it, so I thought, oh, why would Brian do that? Why would he reschedule it? And so now I'm just kind of like completely confused on everything.
Okay, so Captain Marvel's still coming out in March.
Yes, Captain Marvel's still coming out in March.
Wonder Woman got pushed back to June of 2020.
I believe that, yes, that is correct, because I remember looking at it and going, that's a weird number to look at, 2020. That's a really strange number.
2020 is a weird number to look at, especially if you don't need glasses.
I mean, yes. but I'm just talking like in general. Like I've already gotten used to seeing like 2019, the 2010s sort of thing.
Right.
It's now going to be weird to see the 2020s.
Yeah, everything's going to start with 202.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So anyway, but so Captain Marvel is where it is.
Right.
It's staying. It's moving.
Okay.
It's not going anywhere.
Look at that, guys. Not only did we have a correction for this news article, we had it during the same episode. We didn't have to wait a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, Wonder Woman is the one that's pushed till 2020.
Okay.
So there is that.
Okay.
So we're good there.
That makes far more sense.
Yeah. So anyway, we're good there. So we got some Wonder Woman 2020 June. There's that.
All right.
But anyway, the reason why it was moved was because they both looked at each other and went pretty much the director and every other movie that's coming out when the originally was supposed to come out went and said, okay, so Frozen comes out in November. Star Wars comes out 2 weeks after we do.
Right.
We're going to move.
Yeah. So this is an interesting thing because Batman v Superman was supposed to come out the same day as Captain America: Civil War, which is basically Captain America v Iron Man, and Warner Brothers moved it a month because there's a thing in Hollywood where none of the movies they all want to make as much money as possible, but none of the major movies actually want to compete with each other. Yeah. They want to have their own weekend or month or whatever where everyone is focused on going to their movie as opposed to, hey, the best example was Scott Pilgrim and The Expendables came out on the same day. Yeah. And The Expendables made a ton of money. Yeah. And Scott Pilgrim was a better movie and didn't make anything in the theater, but made a ton of money on home video, whereas The Expendables made a lot less on home video.
Okay.
Right? And so that's the sort of situation everyone wants to avoid because both of those movies should have made a ton of money. Yes. And Scott Pilgrim versus the World did not until it came out on video, and everyone went and saw it later. Yeah. Expendables made a crap ton of money, which of course it was going to. So no matter what it was up against was going to lose, and someone at Universal made that decision. And So anyway. So that's why Wonder Woman moved, because it's like, we don't want to compete with Frozen and Star Wars.
The two biggest things from freaking Disney.
That doesn't have Marvel somewhere in the title. Yeah.
Have you walked around a Disney park seeing it, hearing little girls saying, let it go,
I have not been to Disneyland since 1997.
All right, fair enough. Because my best friend is a cast member, and she has been involved with the... she's helped out and everything, and with the Frozen sing-along thing in Disney World. Right. And she's even told me through stories on the phone when we've talked that it's gotten to the point where she just doesn't even hear the music. Yeah. There's some days where she'll go just completely, she knows what's going on. She's obviously still doing her job and still doing all that stuff, but it's for some reason just the music just drowns out at that point. Sure. But then there are days where she still hears and she's singing along too. So, but now she's moved to a different part of the park and she's happier there. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to jump off the Disney train here for a second. Sorry, I jumped off.
Just like Bucky in the first Avenger.
Womp womp. Anyway, so they just released today a new How to Train Your Dragon 3 trailer.
Okay, I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that there was a new trailer out.
Hey, there's a trailer. You should go watch it.
Yeah.
Wait till you're done listening to us.
Yeah.
It's only going to be another 5 minutes. So.
Yep. So that's the thing. Also, I watched the first episode of The Rookie. Okay. I haven't watched episode 2 yet, but I've watched the first episode. Okay. And it is so freaking good.
Okay, what is the premise of this show? And we've only got 5 minutes and you have more news articles, so make it quick.
That's actually technically my last thing. The other one is The Dragon Prince. I could talk about that next week. Okay. So pretty much, long story short, is Nathan Fillion plays a 40-year-old guy who just recently got divorced, and after a bank heist, pretty much a bank heist, he discovers that he kind of wants to go be a cop. He wants to help people. Okay. So he moves to LA. He goes through the academy. He becomes an LA police officer. And based off the first episode, it's literally them just kind of saying that you're going through a midlife crisis and you really shouldn't be here and blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. And there's, one cop that's got a stick 7 miles up his butt, and there's, another cop who's just, this and that. And it's really interesting because in a matter of just one episode, I got so much information that made me want to go, I want to watch episode 2. I want to watch episode 2. But it's a really great show. You guys should all go watch it. So if you loved Castle, go watch The Rookie.
Where can I find it?
It is on ABC.
Okay.
So if you don't watch ABC on TV, you can just go online and watch
abc.com or whatever.
Yeah, abc.com. So that's all I got.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about TV shows, I did watch the first episode of The Conners this week.
Oh, how was that?
Well, so I watched it, and then I talked to one of my friends very shortly afterwards, coincidentally, and he had also watched it. And we both agree that it's strange that Roseanne is a better show without Roseanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the same thing where it's like, this is a really good show, but it doesn't have Roseanne, but it is Roseanne.
You're right. It's literally just Roseanne because without Roseanne Barr because of whatever she was saying on social media that caused ABC to fire her.
Yep.
Yeah, but the rest of the show, the rest of the cast all got together and they said, we're going to keep making this show. And hey, the premise of the show is Roseanne died. And so the first episode is everyone kind of dealing with and grieving over
her
death. And I'm not going to spoil how she died, but there is. Is
it the way we expect Roseanne would to go? At least the Roseanne in the show would go.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what you expect, but I will tell you one thing: they start thinking that it was one cause of death, and it turned out to be a different one.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
So yeah, but it was a lot. It was pretty interesting. The first episode wasn't funny because it was dealing with the death of the matriarch of the family.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, and it made me realize how overpowering of a figure she was. And how cool a lot of those other characters are.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to check out episode 2 this weekend.
All right, there you go.
Episode 3, I think, aired earlier this week.
It aired, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it was like Wednesday nights.
Whatever.
Was on.
Yeah, whatever night.
I know the ABC lineup okay
I watch everything on Hulu, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
If that's the case, The Rookie should also probably be on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Because if
it's
Hulu...
an ABC show. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But that's all I have, and obviously
that's my whole list is filled out.
I mean, like I said, I talked about the Dragon Prince, but I can talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Just long story short, it's so good.
Okay.
But so make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also email us if you have any questions or anything like that at atomicmonsoon@gmail.com. Check out our stuff on Redbubble. And, of course, also check out Def M Records because they're cool.
Yes, Def M Records on all the social medias.
All the social medias.
Or just defmrecords.com.
Yep.
Go buy one of our shirts from Redbubble. There's just atomicmonsoon.redbubble.com.
Yep.
And then go over to Def M Records and buy all the music.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is your goal this week.
Yes.
And that's all I have. What else do you got? You got anything?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have been Stephanie.
And I have been better.
All right. So have a happy Halloween. Bye, guys.